Hey there, Coach Becky here again.
And Denise, and you see I'm in my Zumba gear, so guess what today is?
I'm in my Zumba wear also.
Okay. This is video number 2 that we promised you in our last video. Coach Becky's going to go into a little bit more detail about the program. You know how ecstatic I am with the results that I'm getting. So today she's going to focus a little bit more on the upper body, and she'll touch on some cardio information for you too, because they both work together. And we do have some weights. I'm not sure if she's going to show you the weights or without the weights, but I'm going to turn it over to her now.
Hey, like Denise mentioned, I want to talk a little bit today about the Coach Becky's upper burst fitness class, and that's dealing with our core, which we always work core, chest, back, shoulders, biceps, and triceps. And today, that's the one most women, and especially Grammys. I'm a Grammy. She's an adopted Grammy.
Yeah, I just
right
borrow
now.
hers.
So I am a grandmother of 3, Oakley, Zebri, and Avi.
And they're so cute.
And it's boy, girl, boy. So yes, we're a unique breed. My children Stephanie just loves to be different. So you'll see that Denise and I we don't go with the flow either.
No, can you tell by how we're dressed here? You know, if somebody else has it, we're not wearing it.
We get pretty funked out. Oh, that wasn't a very good word. Funk. F-U-N-K.
F-U-N-K.
We're keeping it clean. So, but anyway, we're rocking and rolling today with Zumba Fitness. That's just something else we do for our cardio.
Yeah, and if you haven't tried Zumba, you know, don't hesitate to go try a class. I started in the back row of Coach Becky's class. Now I'm an instructor. Who would imagine that? But I could have melted into the wall. I was like, I can't do this. You know, I'm coming from step aerobics and high impact aerobics. And after the first couple weeks, loved it. And have never stopped. And I'm over 3 years now, I believe.
Yes.
And an instructor. Go figure.
Yes. Woohoo.
Go figure.
So anyway, and you'll see that she and I, we're Virgos. We're 4 days apart, and we have, we like to not look at it as a problem, but we're adult ADD or ADHD, because we'll be sitting here, we were talking about bursts, and we ended up in Zumba Fitness.
Squirrel.
So anyway, we love to have fun. We want to share our excitement, our joy, our love, and our passion for fitness and helping you achieve your fitness goals. So back to burst, upper burst. And we were talking about our flab. I guess that was the Grammy thing that brought that in. And you know, when you wave goodbye to your children or your grandchildren, and sometimes that just keeps waving, and women don't like that. So I want to focus on that today, just as another teaser to help you with that particular area. Now, I always stress that you want to pretend that you have a broomstick handle across your back to catch your elbows, because we don't want to swing. That's just going through the motion, and we never want to go through the motion. You want to feel each exercise. So I want to focus on the back arm, your tricep, and I have my imaginary bar across my back to catch my elbows. So I bring it in right here, and I kick back. I bring it in, and I kick back. Notice that from my shoulder to my elbow stays in place. My core is engaged. Once again, my head is a natural extension.
Core is engaged, is what she's showing you right here.
Of my spine, okay? And I just squeeze the back of the arm. That's your tricep. And notice that I'm not using any weight.
I was going to say, you don't have to use weight to work out the muscle.
None at all. And I'm feeling each one of these because I'm squeezing at the top. So you definitely do not want to go through the motion. You want to feel each one.
Right.
Okay? That's the kickback. You could also do a tricep extension. This one will require some weight because it is an extension overhead. And I'm going to actually sit down because that just kind of stabilizes my back. And I take it down and up.
You
down,
notice this is not moving here. She's working up. Right here.
And I can show you a side view.
Yeah.
Where my head is still a natural extension of my spine. One of the things that people do, and I notice in class, is that they bring it here and way out. Right. Then they come back and it's way out here. It's not that. It's right over your head. Extending it up, taking it back down.
Now, as I mentioned yesterday, you're going to hear her as she's giving you instructions, and as we move from exercise to exercise, she's going to remind you to make sure you're stable. She's going to tell you to watch your form, and we just had a light blink on. Peace! We're in our studio. We have to replace this light, so just ignore that light. But she's going to tell you to watch your form, and there's two things I want to tell you. First of all, after my hysterectomy, I started doing so. I started walking around with, I think I was protecting my stomach, and Coach Becky says, you are really slouching.
Yes.
So that was something I had to make a conscious effort to correct, and she would call me out. You are slouching. You're slouching, no matter what I was doing. So I want you to really pay attention to her when she's telling you to watch your form. You're going to see me go. I'll be hearing it just the same time you, because I think we get so focused on what we're doing that we maybe get comfortable.
Right.
So when she's calling you and me out, she's also calling herself out.
Yes.
The other thing is, before I started these classes with her, I couldn't lift a 50-pound bag of horse feed. I couldn't offload the hay. I would go to the feed store. You know, we live in the country here, so I'd go to the feed store. They'd load up my truck. I'd get home, and I'd have to get my husband to come out and offload the feed and the hay. You ought to see me now. Throw it over my shoulder, walking in there. I can push that 600-pound bale. You will also get stronger, and women do have an issue with upper body strength.
Yes, yes, so we do. And that's another thing why most women, they don't like to work out because of that. They feel defeated with a not so strong upper body.
Right.
But if you look at it in comparison, men, their upper body is huge and little bird legs, and we tend to like to work our hips and our abs and our thighs because we want shapely legs.
Right.
So we tend to not work our upper body as much, and because, like she mentioned earlier, we have a weak upper body, and it seems defeating. But we're going to show you throughout the videos how to increase that strength, right, just as Denise did, and talked about how in the past she was unable to lift those 50-pound bags, and now it's like, whoop, it's nothing.
I mean, and for your kids and carrying your grandkids too, you want to be able to pick them up and kiss on them and love on them, you know.
Oh,
so.
My daughter Stephanie said, I've often reminded her about this is why I work out, yeah, so I can play with the grandbabies, and she was telling Denise the other day that she says, oh yeah, Mom does things with the kids that I wouldn't even think about doing.
And isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? We're 53 and she's 20, mid-20s. Yeah, 27. And, you know, my kids say the same thing to me, too. They're like, you are in such better shape than I am. I'm like, worked hard on it. So
we just want to encourage you to never, ever give up.
Never give up.
And remember, the first step will be the best step of the rest of your life. So we wish you well and be looking for the next video. Once again, any questions, email me, CoachBecky61@gmail.com. You can go to my website, CoachBeckySkipper.com, and
DeniseSager@gmail.com, how to stay fit over 50.com, and how to get fit at any age on Facebook.
Yes.
And you'll see us in a couple days. The next video will be what all women love to work, lower bodies, and Coach Becky's Build a Butt. It does work, actually. I'm building a butt. So we'll see you soon. Bye. You can see my clothes. Oh, let me go to the side so I don't get in front of it.